when you look at Saudi Arabia, when you look at Mexico, by the way, Mexico is becoming the new China. They're taking our, but did you know that Nabisco, did you see it yesterday? Nabisco is closing a factory in Chicago, and they're moving to Mexico, this big factory, and taking many jobs. I think about 1,200 jobs going to be lost in Chicago. No more Oreos. They make Oreos, don't they, right? No more Oreos. I don't like Oreos anymore. But no, they announced, and they're doing other things, and they're moving. Mexico, and it's great. I mean, look, Mexico, if you can get away with it, it's great. I have such respect for the leaders of Mexico and their negotiators. So I don't dislike them. The biggest bank in the world is a tenant in my building, one of my buildings. It's an incredible bank. It's the largest bank. Citibank is like a tiny subsidiary compared to this one in size. And I never have to worry about the rent, right? But, so I love these people. Apartments, this. With Mexico, I've hired, as an example, thousands over the years, thousands of people have worked for me from Mexico and from lots of other places. They're incredible people. But the problem is their leaders are smarter and sharper and more cunning than our leaders. They're much more cunning. The word cunning is very important because it's like sort of streety. You know, they know what's going on. And they are ripping us left and right, all of these countries. Frankly, I mean, I could mention 100. We don't make good deals anymore. So one of our great deal makers, you probably heard of him, Carl Icahn, right? Good, smart guy, right? So I had dinner with him the other night. I said, Carl, if I do this, and I'm really doing well. I mean, you know, hey, are we leading in every poll? Every single poll. And it's the talk of politics. I mean, it's really become the talk of politics. So it's like a great honor, but we got to get there. You know, I don't want to talk about it. I want to get there. I was called by one of the biggest journalists in the world the other day. He said, Mr. Trump, could I ask you a question? What? How does it feel? How does it feel? I said, how does what feel? He said, you have done something that nobody else has ever done. You've taken over television. You've taken over the airways. It's the summer of Trump. You know, they're calling it the summer of Trump. No, okay. And I said, and this is a highly respected guy, an amazing guy. And I said, I haven't done anything because I haven't won. I mean, if this all happens and I don't win, it starts with winning the primaries, getting the nomination, and then going on and winning. I consider it a total waste of time. He said, you're wrong. You've done a great thing. Trust me, I won't be happy, okay? I won't be happy. But we're all doing well. Think of this. So if you look at Saudi Arabia, they make $1 billion a day. $1 billion. We're talking about $1 billion a day. Okay? And when they have a problem, we send over our ships, we send over our... And I don't mind doing that. But they got to help us out, folks. They got to help. They got nothing but money. They're wonderful. They're wonderful. I love their investing in the United States. I love their investing in New York and buying part, but they got to help us. We're a debtor nation. We owe $19 trillion. We have massive unfunded liabilities. We're a nation that's in serious trouble. And it's going up rapidly, and Obamacare is a total disaster. It's a catastrophe. It's got to be repealed and replaced. It's got to be. First of all, your premiums, I don't even have to see it. Your premiums have gone way up. Your deductibles are through the roof, unless you're hit by a tractor. Right? It's true. And the reason I mentioned tractor, I'll tell you. So Japan now has a great leader named Abe. He's a killer. Our negotiator is Carolyn Kennedy, who got the job by going into the White House and saying, I have nothing to do. This was on television. They said, how did you get the job? And she's a nice person. You know why I say she's nice? Because my daughter Ivanka likes her. My daughter's so great. She's such a great person. My daughter likes her. She said, Daddy, she's such a nice person. I agree. I don't want a nice, I want to kill her. We're tired of the nice people. Somebody said it to me, Mr. Trump, I don't know, a woman who's a fan of mine, she said, I don't know if you have the personality to get elected because you're not a nice person. I said, actually, I am a nice person. I love helping people. You watch. You watch. I will help on women's health issues more than anybody, including on the Democratic side. Women's health issues. You watch. You watch. Bush the other day didn't want to fund them. He said, I don't want to fund women's health issues. He didn't want to fund. That's worse than Romney's 47%, which probably cost him the election, along with other things, like he forgot to campaign for about 3 weeks at the end, okay? That didn't help. Forgot to go on television for about 3 weeks. But we have to do something, and we have to do it fast. And if we don't do it fast, we're not going to have a country. You walk up. Here, you walk. Ladies and gentlemen, hello.
Hello, NAACP. It's good to be back.